Arsenal really need to be careful the way that they are treating Christian Mosquera, because the problem is they are calling him one of the best defenders in the world, possibly in the future. We've seen this guy play 3-4 matches, and they're already giving him shouts about in the future, near future, he could really become one of the best players in the world. Now, my thing is, he's very young. We've seen a small sample size. Yes, that sample size has been heaven. I'll tell you that much, because, he's had a few clean sheets. Really, the only goal conceded while Mosquera was on the pitch, it was a wondrous free kick from Liverpool that really had nothing to do with him. So, him getting shouts of becoming one of the best defenders in the world really can be a problem, because Man City game's coming up. Saliba was in the squad for the Bilbao game, right? So he's healthy. Now, Man City versus Arsenal. Gabriel's healthy. Calafiori's healthy. Timber's healthy. Now, it's going to come down to a debate. Does Mosquera get the shout, or does Saliba come back for the Haaland game? And now, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not really a debate. I think William Saliba should come into this game, no doubt about it. I understand Mosquera has been great, but Saliba is the main man. To me, Saliba is coming more experienced. They've had, him and Gabriel going up against Haaland typically goes Arsenal's way. Usually Haaland gets, quiet, but Haaland has scored his fair share amount of goals. But I favor Saliba and Gabriel against Haaland due to them having more experience against him. Mosquera, yes, he had success against Bilbao. Yes, he had success against, Leeds. And Liverpool and whatnot. But the thing is, and Nottingham Forest. But the thing is, I want to see Saliba there because Saliba is one of the best defenders in the world. Now, Mosquera, at the end of the day, he can become one of the best, defenders in the world. But Saliba is him right now, and people are starting to disrespect Saliba when we're trying to extend Saliba. These players see social media nowadays, and we really need to be respectful to Saliba if we want him to extend the contract, or else we're going to be seeing him in Madrid real soon. Because I can see Saliba seeing the contract, seeing what everybody's saying about Mosquera, and be like, oh, okay, I'll be in Madrid, you can keep Mosquera. And then what if Mosquera ends up not being the defender we're all hyping him up to be? Because personally, if I had to keep one of the two, Saliba any day, man. Saliba signed the team. Lifetime contract, man. He is genuinely, arguably, the best defender in the world. That's how far I'm going with Saliba. Yes, he got a little bit injured. Yes, he's had his injuries. But genuinely, pound for pound, I don't see a defender I would trade Saliba for in the world. And Gabriel as well. He's great. We've had Rudiger go on a podcast and say what are some of the best defenders in the world, and he literally said Gabriel and Saliba, because that's how much respect everybody has for them. It's quite literally the best defensive partnership, and I'm not about to tear it up for a 21-year-old who had 3 good games, But keep in mind, I just think this defense for Arsenal is so good if they have one person drop out. Genuinely, next man up typically has a great performance, because when you're playing with the three other defenders who are world class and a world class goalkeeper, it's fairly easy to just fit in there and not have any mistakes, considering that you're gonna have people like Calafiori or Miles Lewis-Skelly on the left. You're gonna have Timber on the right, who's arguably the best right back in the world. You're gonna have Gabriel Saliba as your partner, like we saw Saliba with Kiwior have back-to-back clean sheets, and you're going to be saying, oh man, the Vinny goal off Saliba, that had nothing to do with Kiwior. Kiwior had back-to-back near perfect games against Real Madrid, because honestly the only goal conceded was not his fault. It was a Saliba error. So to me, that just shows when you're with great company, you're going to be performing well. And I think the same thing's happening with Mosquera, where you're with Gabriel, world-class defender, Calafiori, Timber, world-class fullbacks, world-class goalkeeper. You're in a great situation, so you're going to perform well. If you put Mosquera in the back 3 with Man United, I'll tell you this right now, he will not have just 1 goal conceded while he's on the pitch. That's not going to happen. It's just all on the environment you're at. You know what they say, you become who you're with. So if you're with a bunch of bums, you're going to be a bum. But you're with a bunch of successful people, you're going to be successful. And right now, Mosquera is with a bunch of successful defenders, so he becomes a successful defender. But we really have to be careful with the way we're treating this situation. I think, Mosquera has been great. Small sample size. We've had years of greatness from Saliba. So we really need to give him respect, give him the start, and have him extend. Mosquera's going to be great. But Saliba is the real deal now. So let's be careful with the way we're doing it, because at the end of the day, these players do see social media. We don't want to, lead Saliba to Madrid. We want to keep him here till he's 50, man. But anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Who would you rather see this weekend, Mosquera or Saliba? But anyways, thank you guys for watching.